The Witcher 4 is set to kickstart a new multi-game saga, with Geralt's ward, Ciri, leading the next adventure as the new protagonist. First confirmed to be the works back in 2022, the follow-up to The Witcher 3 was revealed alongside a slate of exciting upcoming CD Projekt Red games, which includes the likes of a new AAA RPG trilogy, a Witcher remake, and a Cyberpunk 2077 sequel. While we look set to be in for quite the wait until the next Witcher game arrives, thanks to interviews with CD Projekt Red and a behind-the-scene breakdown of the cinematic reveal trailer, there's already some very interesting details out in the wild about The Witcher 4. Not to mention, we also got to see an impressive State of Unreal Witcher 4 tech demo, which showed off a location and some stunning visuals. The studio's latest releases are among some of the best RPGs of all time, with Cyberpunk 2077 alongside Geralt's Journey. And while it might be too early to talk about The Witcher 4 in detail, as the dev team has previously stated, it's undoubtedly one of the biggest new games confirmed so far. The Witcher 3's 10-year anniversary has only helped to remind us of that fact, with the team revealing that they are drawing from earliest feedback for The Witcher 3 in its approach. The Witcher 4 release date will be in 2027 at the earliest. This was confirmed by CD Projekt Red CFO Piotr Nilubowicz during the investor conference for fiscal year 2024. According to Nilubowicz, The Witcher 4 has been in full-scale production since the end of 2024. In a Q&A session, he was asked whether there was any confidence that The Witcher 4 would land in 2027, now that a pre-2026 release date has now been. CD Projekt Red CEO Adam Kaczynski stated the game was at least 3 years away during an investors call back in 2022. However, the cinematic trailer revealed at the Game Awards 2024 did not include gameplay. This follows The Witcher 3's Killing Monsters cinematic trailer, which dropped just shy of 2 years prior to The Witcher 3's launch. Given the length of production required for a title as ambitious as The Witcher 4, plus the change from Red Engine to Unreal, we may not see a gameplay trailer until early 2026. There is also The Witcher Remake, a separate project made by Fool's Theory under CD Projekt Red's supervision. However, it's since been confirmed that the modernized version of Geralt's first adventure will arrive after The Witcher 4 and be built in the Unreal 5 engine. The Witcher 4 is going to be a single-player, open-world RPG. Developer CD Projekt Red believes it'll be the most immersive and ambitious open-world Witcher game to date. With a new protagonist comes a new open world to explore, and the studio is already teasing out a far darker fantasy world. You should expect The Witcher 4 to offer up a world that is more dangerous and unpredictable than the one we experienced alongside Geralt, a world where the old order is crumbling and dark forces are seizing their chance to rise. The studio adds, "In this world, survival depends not only on your skills in combat, but also on the connections you make with those around you, for better or worse. You can expect to venture to new regions we haven't seen in the series, although the map size is said to be more or less the same as The Witcher 3, which is sizable in scale. In fact, during the Unreal Fest Orlando showcase, as part of the Summer Game Fest 2025 schedule, we got to see a snippet of a new region in town. In the presentation, Ciri made her way to the port town of Valdrest, which lies in the forest-filled region of Kovir. We see the world is reacting to Ciri's smallest actions, be that bumping into townsfolk, or them looking at her with caution as she passes by. Not only did the town feel massive with tons of detail, but it felt alive in the demo, reacting to the player's every move. While CDPR is setting out to bring to life a more ambitious open world that makes the most of the generational shift between Witcher 3 and Witcher 4, they're still looking back to past locations for inspiration. Engineering production manager on the Unreal Tech demo, Jan Hermanowicz, explained that the team spent a lot of time watching recordings of Novigrad from Witcher 3 to bring to life believable crowds and a feeling of liveliness to Valdrest. CD Projekt Red's press release announced that the new The Witcher game will use Unreal Engine 5 instead of the studio's proprietary Red Engine, which is what it's used for all past games until now. CD Projekt Red has yet to expand on the finer details of this partnership, but we have received confirmation that The Witcher 4 won't be an Epic Games Store exclusive. Good news for Steam fans. The Witcher 4's console-first development should help mitigate the high demands we would typically expect for a game this visually impressive. The studio spoke back in 2022 about its decision to shift away from the Red Engine, which was used for The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077. But the Game Awards 2024 was our first opportunity to see the new vision for the series in action, which is said to be the most advanced game CD Projekt is working on to date. The results are impressive, Although it should be noted that The Witcher 4 cinematic trailer is not rendered in real time, but rather has been powered by the same technology powering the game to give you a sense of what the final product may look like. CDPR has confirmed that the debut trailer uses assets and models from the game itself and represents a look that we're targeting. At the State of Unreal 2025 showcase, CDPR also debuted a tech demo of the game in action using Unreal Engine 5. While it's good to keep in mind that the footage shown isn't of gameplay of The Witcher 4, which engineering production manager Jan Hermanowicz reiterated in an interview, but rather a deep dive into the technological foundation of the new Witcher saga. We get to see some of its features, such as the way Ciri and her horse Kelpie are perfectly synchronized, with realistic horse anatomy to create grounded movements. Senior technical animator Julius Gerbig also spoke on the move to Unreal from the Red Engine during the showcase, saying it was a well-thought-out decision to move over. We're bringing our experience that we already have from Red Engine, all the AAA open world with streaming, all that experience, Gerbig said. We're now bringing over to experts that have been building engines for years as well. Other than confirming the medallion in the initial teaser is meant to be a Lynx, as a nod to the School of the Lynx, all we had before that was a business strategy report from 2021. The studio revealed on X its plans to start parallel AAA development in 2022, focusing on their two core franchises, The Witcher and Cyberpunk. In the report, SVP of Business Development Michael Nowakowski explains, "We'll wait until much closer to our game's launch before we start showing things like trailers, demos, or going in depth about mechanics." Previously, CD Projekt Red revealed that they plan to integrate online experiences into the next Witcher game. However, Joint CEO Adam Kaczynski is clear that the studio's focus on making single-player story-driven AAA RPGs isn't changing, and that the online technology they're currently developing will be seamlessly integrated. In March 2024, CDPR revealed that there are over 400 devs on The Witcher 4, 10 times the number currently working on the Cyberpunk 2077 sequel. Of course, that's to be expected considering the order of release priority, but it's nonetheless a grand undertaking. CD Projekt Red ended the year with the cinematic trailer and confirmation that The Witcher 4 Gwent minigame is on the cards. In April 2025, rumors of a The Witcher 4 beta began to swirl, as some community members had reportedly been invited to a playtest. CDPR was quick to quash this as nonsense, stating that any potential beta tests would be announced publicly through its official channels. Following the English-language publication of Crossroads of Ravens in September 2025, narrative director Philip Weber addressed how it may affect the story development of The Witcher 4. Season of Storms also came out while we developed The Witcher 3, so we still tried to include some of the new elements, he clarified. We know that Sapkowski's prequel novel deals directly with the trials, so it stands to reason any revelations it holds will also emerge in The Witcher 4. Despite what we were told before the game's announcement, we may not have seen the end of The Witcher 3's protagonist, Geralt. CD Projekt confirmed to IGN that Geralt will appear in the game, but we don't want to spoil his role precisely. CD Projekt co-founder Marcin Iwinski previously hinted that Geralt will appear in The Witcher 4 somehow. "We are not killing the world and walking away from it," Iwinski told Polygon in 2013, "but we definitely want to make this game the finale in a big way." Tantalizingly, he added, "We might even include Geralt in later games potentially. More of the White Wolf is a win in our book." We first got wind of Geralt's return in an August 2024 interview with Geralt VA Doug Cockle. "Geralt will be part of the game," he said. "We just don't know how much, and the game won't focus on Geralt. So it's not about him this time." Cockle later backtracked in a December 2024 Geektown interview. "I said something about this, and then I got slapped by CD Projekt," Cockle says. "I don't know how true it is. I went off a rumor. I thought I'd seen somebody from CD Projekt say that Geralt will be in Witcher 4, but he won't be the main character. And I don't actually know if that's true now because they came back and they went, 'We haven't put anything out there. Don't say anything.'" Fortunately, with the latest confirmation coming in from CD Projekt, we do know for certain now that Geralt will feature in some capacity. We can imagine he'll be dragged out of retirement. After all, a lifetime of hunting monsters isn't something you can easily put to rest. As for Yennefer, VO Denise Gulf maintains she has yet to receive word. We got our first glimpse of what The Witcher 4 gameplay might look like during Unreal Fest in June 2025. Playing on a standard PS5 at 60 FPS, the tech demo is not The Witcher 4 itself, according to CDPR, but still provides a good idea of what we can expect come The Witcher 4 release date, and it's utterly stunning. Starting 30 minutes into the broadcast, The tech demo footage introduces us to Kelpie, Ciri's equine companion. Not only does she look beautiful, but Unreal technology has the pair feeling more in sync than ever as you explore the land on horseback. You can explore the wilderness both on Kelpie and on foot from a third-person perspective. Off horseback, we also see Ciri making her way around one of Kovir's villages, as NPCs live their individual lives around her. Again, as this wasn't actual gameplay, we can't venture much more from this footage yet, but we at least know The Witcher 4 is gonna look and feel incredible. Game director Sebastian Kalemba told SkillUp that Witcher 4's map is around the same size as The Witcher 3. That estimate extends to the number of quests available within it. Again, the game is going to be big, he stressed. While this might come as a surprise in the post-Skyrim world of bigger equals better, we're confident that this will result in a more curated gameplay experience. In The Witcher 4, you take control of Ciri, not a seasoned veteran, but a character just starting down the Witcher's path. That'll be reflected in combat encounters in The Witcher 4, where Ciri may not always start with the upper hand in encounters, but always has the capacity to gain the advantage by striking at the opportune moment. You can get a sense of this from the first Witcher 4 trailer, particularly in how the character wields magic, something not typically seen in other Witchers out there in the wilds. If you watch the cinematic closely, you'll also notice that Ciri is able to seamlessly integrate her abilities into combat, imbuing her with more range, options, and vulnerabilities. CDPR says that this will be at the heart of The Witcher 4's combat experience.